Hi guys, welcome to another build for Guild Wars 2. It's been a while since I've done a build for Guild Wars 2, so I thought I'd do a leveling build for the Elementalist and carry on from where we've left off. You can check out my other videos for more builds and so on. But as I say, this is for the Elementalist, and I'll give you a rundown of the best weapons, or in this case weapon, some healings and utilities. Healing and utilities that you can use, and some traits as well, and why I've picked them. Obviously the Elementalist is quite a sort of advanced profession, if you will. You know, it's not the best one for beginners in my opinion, and you've also got no ability to switch weapons in combat, which doesn't make it a bad profession, but it's just a bit more advanced, and you'll have to use the best weapon for the situation you're in. The staff is the safest of all the weapons. You get good long range and heavy AoE skills, and you get good survivability as well. Daggers will give you good burst damage, but they're more risky, and scepters are basically fall somewhere in the middle. So I'll go through this build and you can see what you think. If you've got any questions you can ask below in the comments. But for our main hand weapon we're going to stick the staff on there. And I'm just going to load in these healing and utilities that you've got. Obviously with the Elementalist you've got fire attunement, water attunement, air attunement and earth attunement, which one of the strengths of this profession is that you can play, although with all the professions you can play in different styles, with the Elementalist especially because you can swap between like DPS attacks and support attacks using the different attunements here. Now I'll just load in the healing and utilities. Basically what you want here on your heal skills is Glyph of Elemental Harmony, and I'll go through why in a minute, why I'm picking all these skills. But if you just load that in, up here you want to go for Arcane Blast, and here you want to go for, there it is, Signet of Fire. On number 8 we're going to stick Arcane Power. On 9 we're going to go for Signet of Air, and on 0 we're going to pick an elite skill here, Glyph of Elementals, and then down here we're going to pick another elite skill, Tornado. Now I'll just give you some information about the healing and utilities that I've picked there. Basically you've got your Glyph of Elemental Harmony, that's your best choice for healing spells, and it also gives you a boon based on your attunement as well. And bear in mind with the utilities you can adapt them to different combat situations, but in general you've got Arcane Shield, which is a good early survivability skill. You've got Arcane Power, and that causes your next 5 attacks to deal critical damage. It's great for increasing general damage output, and you can use Signet of Fire until you reach the 2nd level of utilities if you need to. Signet of Air, what that does is basically passively increases your movement speed, and it blinds an enemy on use as well. It's good for both survivability and increasing your leveling speed because it reduces the time that you're spending travelling. And you've got the Glyph of Elementals. That's a solid elite skill you can use in pretty much any situation, and you can also choose to replace it with a racial ability if you want to. Now moving on to the traits, what we're going to do is the first tree that you want to fill out is down here, the Arcana tree. I'll just fill it out and I'll give you some information. Basically what we're going to do here is stick 5 points there. Here you want to pick up Arcane Mastery, pick that up and then move across, put Arcane Retribution there. Move across, pick that up, and then you want to go for, just move this out of the way, you want to go for Blasting Staff on the end there. Basically, Arcana, it increases your boon duration and it reduces the cooldown on changing attunements, and the effects basically that I've picked off the tree is some of the best in the entire set of the actual traits that you get. Don't worry about water magic for this build, and then the next one that you want to fill out the second tree is earth magic. So I'll just put the skills on and then I'll tell you why. Okay, we're going to put Earth's Embrace there, and last one you want here is Written in Stone. Now the earth magic, basically the second tree we're filling out, what that does is increase your toughness and condition damage, and it will also help to mitigate your squishiness because the Elementalist is very squishy. Now what we're going to do, the last tree you're going to fill out is the fire magic. What we're going to do, it will add power and condition duration and give you some useful damage effects as well to complement your utilities. So we're going to put that on there, and we're just going to pick up Burning Precision. So there you go. That is a, I mean, I understand it's a leveling build that basically you'd have to be level 80 to put all of these skills on, but what you can use it more, this is what you should be aiming for while you're leveling. Fill out the trees when you can, and obviously pick the healing and utilities when you can, and build it up so when you're level 80 this is what you're aiming for, in my opinion. Of course you don't have to follow that, but it should help you if you're new to the game, you're looking to play Elementalist, and I hope it does. But let us know what other builds you want to see and I'll get cracking on them. Okay guys, cheers.